法，太轻松了，把你送回家。你太菜了，一个人只有一次人生，一定要赢得每次斗争。站起来，我不管，我最帅，在这竞技场。擦亮你眼睛，我是英雄，你根本不是对手。别把我当小丑，小心你的人。别怕受伤，迎接这荣光，在这竞技场。
每个人都需要家人，因为这个世界总是太不公平。不管你觉得自己有多强大，总还需要家人的帮助，或多或少。一帆风顺的时候，他们会成为你的左膀右臂。 而当你倒霉的时候，他们也会理解你，毕竟计划总是赶不上变化。有些人天生幸运，生来就拥有完美的家庭，可其他人，他们只能彼此依靠，闯出一片天地。只要找到真正的伙伴。 齐心协力，他们就将无所不能。所以，想跟着我一起干，就只有一条小小的规矩：要么听我的，要么，哼，说笑了，这儿我说了算。
远古大陆，群雄割据，四方势力，战火不绝。一为勇气，穿梭于丛林之间，一切障碍都被他视作为猎物。一为力量，劈开了世间万物，巨剑出鞘，是将世界破坏殆尽。一为智慧，操纵着远古奥义。 突破自身，迸发出耀世的光芒。一为坚韧，为囚禁了千百年，打破禁锢，只为复仇整个世界。群魔并起，鸟兽无名，王者相争，独霸天下。
Ready to work.
Here we are with the most anticipated match of the day. Foggy versus Lin, South Korea versus Ukraine. It's for the win in Group A. Both players are undefeated, 4-0 in the group of death. They both survived, they're both in the playoffs. But who will come out on top? Is it him? The dominator of the scene in 2018? Or is it our boy Foggy? Lin, 31 years old. A legend, WCG winner, BlizzCon winner, WC3L winner. He's done it all but the Gold League. Both players have one goal, and that is to be the first foreigner to claim the gold.
Yeah, and especially him. Feels like he was supposed to have won it by now at least once. But yeah, no, always going to China in the end. At second, our boy, Andrei Korin. You pointed out earlier, he always makes it to the playoffs, and he's been here so many times. And I was thinking, is he the only one who's managed to do this so far? TH didn't. Infi also didn't, I'm pretty sure. 120 didn't. Fly didn't. Lin didn't. He may be the only one.
He is the only one. I can't confirm. I wanted to wait for it, but yeah. Every single time he goes to Shanghai, he's in the playoffs. He only missed the first edition because it wasn't open to Europeans yet, but Foggy delivers, the mailman, basically. One of those two players could be the first to take the title off of China, and watching the games of today and yesterday, it rarely looked better. Everyone seems to be a little afraid of Infi, Foggy as well, as of course Infi is his nemesis, but he has beaten him now as well. 1-2-0 steps into the ring as well. Maybe those two Chinese are the favorites, but who else, man? From, like, Colorful isn't that scary. He's not the top favorite. I guess it's 1-2-0 then who stands against them.
It's still a little bit early days, I guess. It's still only group stages, and something that last GCS taught me is it's not all about group stages. Remember how Infi and TH struggled there, especially TH struggled there, and suddenly playoffs roll around and he is an unstoppable monster. Same for Foggy, absolutely dominant last group stage as well. And this time around, and then after that, excuse me, met his end against Infi, who admittedly was so unbelievably powerful. There, by the way, we do realize you don't see us right now, so hopefully production wakes up. So we can say hello to you as well.
In our beautiful studio.
In person, of course. We all see you through the camera lens as well. It works both ways, in case you guys didn't know. Yeah, hype match here. There is one extra consideration, though, to keep in mind. You can kind of decide, or you can make a decision, I guess I should rather say. Do I play for the win of the group? Do I try everything for it? Is it that important to me? Or is it maybe a little bit more important to me to save my best build until a later stage? That's something that Foggy talked to us earlier in the little interview that we did on Instagram. You know, I have to think about it. I got some pretty good strats. Is this the time to use them or not? And this goes for both. Orc also, at the moment, not too predictable at all, if this tournament has showed us anything. We have seen all heroes from Orc already. This is day number 2, and we're not even done. And we've seen all 4 Orc heroes as first heroes.
Orc and Night Elf, the best races so far. After day 1, Night Elf was the best with 6-2 series. Orc with 5-3. Not too surprising, I guess. And now, maybe the best of them meet. Of course, we're gonna have Moon and Lawliot tomorrow and the day after, but Foggy offline, man, he is a force to be reckoned with, just as Lin is. There he is, man. South Korea, of course, he defeated Neutron 2-0, TH 2-1, WFZ 2-1, and Chimiko 2-0, only losing 2 maps, as you can see, undefeated. One of those 2 players will be undefeated in the playoffs.
Absolutely. With that, should have a better seeding. Of course, it's going to depend on who's going to be finishing second in the other groups. Too early to tell yet what it's going to be in Group B, but at the moment, Colorful is making a good run for first place. Wouldn't be surprised if he grabs that. It's a surprise, right, Group B? Would have been more so expected Fly and Lucifer perhaps to get there, but I guess for now we focus on Group A.
Foggy's results here: 2-0 over TH, 2-1 against WFZ, 2-0 over Chimiko as well, in a fierce battle against Neutron, who certainly picked up the pace here as the group stage grew older. Neutron became better and better, so he took a map off of Foggy. Lin bans Amazonia and Echo Isles, Foggy bans Northern Isles and Twisted. We leave with Concealed Hills, Last Refuge, and Terraner Stand.
Alright, interesting, interesting. Especially the Twisted Meadows banned by Foggy, so I think it's a good idea. Keep her on all levels strong, but really starts to hit his stride on level 3 and moving onward. And that's really hard to accomplish on Twisted Meadows, where every single camp seems to be a hard camp. Night Elves have received a lot of buffs, but the Agent of War nerf has hit them fairly hard as far as creeping goes. Can't be as reckless anymore.
Of course, it was a 2-1 over TH. Sorry for the wrong information. We start on Terranas. And yeah, Amazonia was vetoed before the patch, will be vetoed now by Lin because AZ was the best map for Foggy's super aggression with the old Demon Hunter Beastmaster Tinker strategy. Now it's the best map for the Keeper, so AZ out. Terraner Stand, we've seen a lot the neutral map. Here it is. the climax of Group A. Who's gonna take the win? Who's gonna take the win in Group A? Lin or Foggy? Map number 1 is starting. Who gets the heads up? In the upper left, June Park, 31 years old, the 4th oldest player in this tournament. Just a few days younger than Lin is. In the bottom right, the pride of Europe, Andre Foggy, the 4th youngest player in this tournament. Only Chimiko, Colorful, and 120 are younger than him, less than 10,000 days old. And here we go. An Engine of War next to the Kobolds. He does not start with the mercenary camp, as it is common in this matchup, so he's changing it up as well. And yeah, you pointed it out before. We did an Instagram interview after this game against Neutron. It was clear that he is qualified for these playoffs. He said, yeah, maybe I am saving strategies for the playoffs, but what orcs will there be? Maybe Fly and maybe Infi playing orc, but Lin is the orc.
Speaking of Infi, Foggy once again pointed out the danger of Infi and the strength of that player in particular, thinking that he might play other races. If Infi plays non-human in the playoffs, I would not believe my eyes. I think it's going to have to be human. But that's going to be a story for another day. As far as the openings go, I love what Foggy is doing here. Yes, Merc Camp Creep can be very rewarding. Is also super dangerous to do, especially considering what Lin has shown so far. It was against Neutron on Northern Isles already, with a super aggressive speed scroll purchase, super fast tech without a barracks as well, with a very aggressive opening, and even a peon scout. Whoa! Okay. That is one hell of a rarity nowadays.
Is that a sign of respect?
It's it is necessary to make sure that you're not gonna run into nowhere, I guess.
Yeah.
It is rather a safe play, I'd say. Oh my god, he denied it with the Ancient of War.
Oh man, the Night Elves and their denies. Either Lightning Shield or Ancient of War. If that kills the creep, you don't get the experience yourself, because the Ancient of War is a building, and building kills since the days of good old Taker don't give experience anymore. So, level 2 delayed. Blade Master rushing over right away, exactly as Lin did against Neutron on the first day of this tournament. The first match of this tournament, actually. And how much damage can he do?
Yeah, and I like this so much, this new Blade Master aggression, because it's almost always going to be Treants first nowadays, and by the time you reach there, the Keeper isn't going to be level 2 yet, so you have so much freedom to just do whatever you want, not having to deal with that entangle, and he's slowing this Keeper down so much already.
This is a strategy, by the way, that I saw the first time from Focus. Usually Lin is the innovator of all of this, but he played it in the W League against Moon already super successfully, but then he gave the game out of his hands due to stupid mistakes. But this early Blade Master, I saw it there and then, okay, this is working really, really well.
Oh man, this is a lot of Moon Juice forced already. This Keeper was completely out of mana, spamming the Treants 3 times. And losing the Ancient of War as well.
An absolute disastrous early game for Foggy.
I think the mistake there was taking the second creep camp, right?
Yeah, the shop. Yeah.
He was scouted by a peon.
Lin got once again 40% of a level, and he's going to cancel the Ancient of War. Or is he?
Very poor opening for Foggy, and careless play as well. But even with the Blade Master showing his face here, you're not really supposed to lose that Ancient of War, are you?
No.
I guess he should have brought Wisps for the repair, but again, it's so hard to control this pesky Blade Master when you don't have the entangle.
Not an easy task for Foggy to come back now. Fast tech by Lin. Foggy didn't even start his tier 2 yet. So, what can he do with this, man? I mean, he pulled the creep from the mercenary camp. He has a little bit of army now, but everything is piercing damage.
Thank goodness there's a merc camp here, otherwise he couldn't make anything for the longest time. Usually Foggy loves to play early expansion, not possible in this game. And the Keeper needs level 2. He needs this last hit desperately. He cannot afford to give this one up. There's no safe creep camp to go to after this. Can't give it up. Can't give it up. He will get it.
Right. A little bit more HP. And here we have Entangle. Good damage against this blade. He's trying to block with the Keeper of the Grove. He has another Entangle. Does he want to use it? There is Windwalk though, so the Blade Master will get away without a problem. Lin saving the heal selves until he's out of range of the Keeper of the Grove. 2 grunts are coming in for, of course, creeping now. Blade Master needs level as well. This is the Shadow Hunter, Beastery, and Totem build that is fairly normal.
Obviously, fantastic early game for Lin. But like, what's the follow-up for now he's teching? With basically 200 gold to spare? Is Foggy flustered here?
A player's forces are under attack.
It seems like he's just totally out of his element.
True that. We heard before that he's a little tired. Some people were trying to organize some coffee for him. Maybe that plays into the game as well.
Has been an issue for Foggy for quite a while, to be honest. Not the first time we hear about this at GCS. Usually he goes to bed at around 10, very ungamer-like of him. But that's the way he likes it, I guess.
Expansion coming now. This is Foggy's style. Expanding against Orc, like always at the moment. Lin with a lightning shield creep, of course. This will be a fast level 2. Nice sentry by Lin. Yeah, he controls the bridge completely. And the peon sees this. Second engine of war. We've seen and heard a lot of talks about glaive throwers in every matchup, basically. So a lot of Huntress into glaive throwers could still be a possible thing, but only if you get the expo up. Lin knows it, and Lin will try to shut it down as fast as possible. But Foggy finally got his level 3.
That took forever, though. And Lin, he's creeping up pretty nicely. Gonna get 2-2 here, and not bad of a Blade Master inventory at all. The rings, of course, not what he wanted, but the slippers and the circlet gonna help already. That agility is gonna count into critical strike. So Lin kind of has to decide what he wants to do now. Creep up more, try to control his side of the map and counter-expand, or push that base?
I think expanding would be the more normal play. I mean, now Foggy's army is getting a little better with the Huntress. Tier 2 is around the corner. He's going to get the upgrades with the glaives, the Alchemist as well. And especially once the Alchemist is out, Lin is not in a position to do anything because there's not too much Dispel on the Walkers. There's not too many Raiders for Ensnare. The Shadow Hunter's not level 3. The Blade Master's not level 3. So what can you really do with this army at this point?
Yeah, at the moment, it's not the greatest. But once he has 3-3, once he has 2 or 3 Walkers, and once he has 50 supply, this army should absolutely steamroll Huntresses. It's not only Hunts, he's got a couple of Mercs in there as well, but Mercs aren't really the greatest against Tier 2 Orc either. So if Lin has a bit more time here to creep up some, I'm certainly liking his position. So I think Foggy's attempt here of being aggressive, of not allowing Lin to find those levels, I believe is exactly the right one. And Lin is not gonna risk anything, is not gonna show himself in a position where he can get creep jacked, can lose those units. Blade Master on the other side of the map. Oh, if he goes for the entangling cancel, that would be pretty damn cool, and he's going to get it as well. Easily has the damage for this, and with that, buying a lot of time for himself.
Yeah, with a +8 and additional attack speed, he should be able to do it, but Foggy with his favorite item, the Staff of Teleportation, goes home, entangles once, but I don't know, he has to use it like 2 or 3 times to stop him, but okay. Lin doesn't want to stay. Nice upgrade implementation on the overlay. The attack upgrade is done.
Yeah, so actually doesn't get the entangled, but he forces Foggy back home, giving his Shadow Hunter time to creep, and that will be the level 3. Ideally, he wants 3 heroes, but if he can choose one, it's probably going to be better on the SH rather than on the Blade Master. Lin now approaching that 50 supply army, kind of where Orc has the perfect set of units. 2, maybe 3 Raiders, 2, maybe 3 Walkers, and a bunch of Grunts in there, and strong heroes to back it up with a heal scroll as well, and an invul perhaps. For the Alchemist here, greater healing, that's pretty nice.
Double lightning shield, by the way, doing a lot of damage. Muddy the Mud Golem for a little bit of slow. And a better catch with Entangle. Okay, uses it here.
Oh, nice. He stole the items from the shop from his opponent. That's really good, especially the Scroll of Healing. And I think now it's push time.
It is. Lin at 50 supply, Foggy at 51. Usually you don't want to be there.
Oh, Scroll of the Beast.
Yep, he needs the spell. Usually Foggy brings Wisps to the fight, but I don't see them yet. Serpent Ward Siege begins, and the peons as well. Tower supported push.
Level 2 Serpent Ward, so only level 1 heal wave here. But he's got the scrolls. The scroll, I should say. 1 Scroll of Healing, 1 Scroll of the Beast. Wisps coming out, forcing the Ensnare. Only 1 Ensnare here. But the Serpent Wards are certainly going to start putting in the damage.
Muddy baiting a little. Foggy now with Mass Mercs and the Alchemist, of course. Huntress have the upgrade now, trying to force the damage on the Blade Master, but it's immediately dispelled and he's safe again. But the acid bomb is on him. Going for there's so many Serpent Wards. Oh my god, this piercing damage.
Kodo dropping reload. He doesn't have the Spirit
Link on the Blade Master entangled. Acid bomb Invo Potion saves him.
Scroll speed here, trying to reposition Scroll of the Beast coming in pretty damn late. That's going to be a big Wisp Dispel. Super value right there. The Alchemist out in no man's land, but the Blade Master, what about him? Dispel against the slow, and he's going to be kind of safe, but can't really re-engage into this battle. He's going for the Coda with everything that he has, and he's going to get that kill as well. The heal wave, just a split second too late. This fight is all over the place. No real front line to be observed anymore. Level 3 for the Blade Master. With that, he's definitely going to have the mana, but as the dust settles, Foggy is dropping so low in supply.
God, Foggy is losing 20 supply in the blink of an eye, down to 31, and that opens the floodgate for the expansion kill. Brings the Blade Master again to the shop, again stealing the items, and Foggy has to invest so much into this army, but there's only one production building left. After a little bit of time, he has to engage to save this production building. Lin in the back, building a shop for the so juicy clarities.
Entangle is going to find a kill here, but what about the counter kills? There's more ensnares coming in. This is still a tier 2 Orc army. At the moment, not even with Spirit Link, but even without it, totally trumping over these Huntresses. Level 4 now for the SH. Now we do have the upgraded heal wave once he has the mana, and the shop is coming up very soon. Taking out the Ancient of War, cutting the production in half. One more Huntress did get out of there, but already dropping low. Heal Scroll used before the real battle, and the Horde once again knocking on the front door. How is Foggy supposed to chew through this beefy army?
Trying to get some more mercenaries. Some are coming. Maybe a hero kill is the answer if he has Entangle Acid Bomb and then right clicks. The Grunts are taking care of this Entangled Gold Mine. Needs to be repaired. Blade Master now getting entangled, but the Invo Potion is there. The shop control, ladies and gentlemen, and there's 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills. A lot of experience for Lin. 4.2 on the Shadow Hunter already. And Foggy is hanging on by a thread.
And it's looking pretty damn desperate, to be honest. 10 supply down with the worst army. Yes, you have the Expo, but he can't even spend his money too well.
Oh, no Entangle anymore. He can't disable the Blade Master. Right-clicks the Alchemist, of course, super suspective. 2 physical damage, and the Blade Master brings that. GG! Lin, once again, not breaking a sweat in any of the games.
Yeah, very well done. I like his play there a lot. The opening, the aggressive opening, I'm a big fan of that. Of course, we have to think back to that Ancient of War dying. What was that, Foggy? Was that you being a little bit too tired? Maybe that's not supposed to happen. You're probably supposed to abandon the next creep camp, go towards the safer green ones next to your main, in the middle maybe, get that level 2 secured, because of course the Blade Master is slowing down his own progress. Little bit of a careless opening by Foggy, which is very uncharacteristic of him. We heard earlier that against Neutron, actually, he also lost an Ancient of War early.
Man, but yeah, key moment here. Foggy investing so much into this hero kill. But Lin, with the great micro, forcing so much damage onto this Kodo Beast that does not go to the Blade Master. He's not focusing the Blade Master anymore. Then the heal wave comes in, and even Acid Bob can't kill him anymore. So much distance between the fight and the Blade Master. He couldn't die for him anymore. Otherwise, his heroes would have died.
Yeah, nice fight recap there. It's so difficult to win that kind of engagement when you only have Hunts and a couple of Mercs against a fully fleshed out Orc army. The Blade Master wasn't the strongest necessarily, but the Serpent Wards and the rest of the tier 2 force so powerful right there. Of course, the Scroll of the Beast certainly came in handy.
I think the heal scrolls were more important than the Scroll of the Beast. He stole it twice, and the Invo Potion as well. Yeah. If Lin doesn't get the items, he's losing the fight, clearly. Foggy had 0 items. Lin had at least 4, 2 Invo Potions, 2 heal scrolls, and if Foggy has those heal scrolls, he saves 10 supply per heal scroll, I guess.
I wonder if it was intentional by Lin exposing his Blade Master at times, baiting the focus, because in 1 or 2 key moments there, he was far forward, getting entangled. He saves himself first, the first time with the Invul Potion, later with a Disenchant, then he gets slowed, gets Disenchant again off, then later that comes the second Invul that comes into play. And Lin being the player that he is, I wouldn't put it past him to actually try to bait that hero focus, where so much damage went towards the Blade, but didn't result in a hero kill. Alright, first map's over, Lin with the lead. Foggy now with his map choice is going to be Last Refuge. And here he wants to start his comeback. to make it in first place out of Group A, to have the better seeding, move into the playoffs. But Lin is looking to be in prime shape to have a flawless track record here out of Group A.
Foggy, if he loses that map, he could end up with a quarterfinal opponent like Colorful, or whatever happens in Group C and D, Moon, Infi, 1-2-0, Lawliot. Those would be possible. Those are the favorites for the group stage win in Group C and D. Hard tasks. Last refuge it is for Lin on the upper right, in red, of course, representing the Orcs in South Korea. Foggy, the Night Elves in the blue, fitting for the Ukrainian flag. Engine of War very passively against the green spot, and this should be a Keeper of the Grove. Everything else would surprise us all.
Absolutely. I wonder if Foggy's going to go for that fast expansion strat once again. Of course, first he has to not lose the Ancient of War, but if there's one map where the Ancient of War is certainly safe, then it's going to be Last Refuge. And once again, it's the aggressive Blade Master opening, unless it's going to be a crazy Farseer here. No, Blade Master again with a super fast shop, skipping the barracks for a while. Will be moving across with some heal salves right away. And I wonder, might it be worth considering not going Treants first? Because on this map, you don't get a jump start to level 2 right away. It does take quite a while.
Yeah, that's true. Blade Master will expect you at the Trolls, most likely in the bottom right, and come in. And if he steals the big priest, then yeah, you're in deep trouble again. But Foggy's first goal should be not deny creeps. That would be helpful. Not lose the Engine of War, of course, which is very unlikely because the creep spots aren't that hard. Lin again, no barracks, or late barracks. Shop early, scouts again.
Okay.
So Foggy sees this. Foggy knows it. He has seen this against Neutron. He has seen this on map 1. So he must know that the Blade Master rush is coming.
What is this peon scout there for, though? Blade Master's out now, and at the moment this peon hasn't provided any information yet. So, again I ask, what's this peon doing? I'm gonna keep an eye on this on the minimap as the keeper moves forward. He did go for the Treants first. Blade Master here with the circlet and some nice consumables in his inventory already. Looking to do base harass with some Treants, I guess?
Yeah, it's Entangle.
No, it's Treants.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Ooh, that's interesting.
A player's force is
nice. He's gonna cancel the barracks.
Ah, wow, that would be a big one. Or the burrow in the back. He can decide the target now.
Okay, he's turning the tables on him. That's pretty cool. All right, you annoyed me in the first game. Guess what? I'm gonna run towards your base now. You have fun dealing with this harassment. First deny. Oh, that would be cool.
He has more mana, right?
Keeper stuck in the main for now. Oh no, he made the wrong trees. He could have forced his way out of there.
And now
blocking
he's stuck. This. Oh, the genius of Lin striking. That was a big mistake by Foggy for sure. He could have just summoned the Treants right next to the altar, and then there's an exit and an entrance for future harasses.
It's a 3 peon block.
Yep.
But yeah, this keeper's not getting out of here. But he may be able to delay this for a long time. And if with that TP usage, after a while, his Tree of Life is up, I think he's fine with this.
True. He's buying a lot of time for this expansion that is coming up. Ring around the gold mine.
By the way, this is also forcing a lot of lumber out of Lin. A lot of peons here have to just stand still, like these ones. And now he can summon the Treants again.
Oh,
can he get out?
Oh, yes, he can. In the end, well done by Foggy.
He could cancel the burrow.
Yes,
what's he doing?
But it's enough, isn't it?
No. Is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a big mistake. There was only a few more right clicks by Foggy. Okay, now he realizes he's coming back in, and he's gonna get it.
Wow.
Did he even cancel?
Lin, I'm not too sure actually. Backstab, speed scroll, right clicks, forces the town portal in the end. But Lin, I would love to know how far his tech is, because at the moment he's supply stuck. He can't go for a second hero right now.
Yeah, and this is the Keeper Hunt's early expansion, which we've seen a lot in the qualifiers leading up to this event. Not just too much here today and yesterday.
After dying as well, and you mentioned it, this causes a lot of lumber from Lin, and he builds a war mill now to get faster lumber income, because he must be around tier 2, right? He needs a second hero, he needs 2 production buildings, he needs a lot of lumber for that, also for the adapt upgrade.
Could be a big last hit. Oh, the Blade Master, he's like a second away. Oh my god.
And claws as well. Oh my god, what a creep check that would have been. But no TP anymore, also no potions. 2 more Windwalks. But it's fine.
And now we have the Huntresses here with nice normal damage against the hero Blade Master here, who's only level 1. He's really not all that beefy, or doesn't even have all that much damage. Alright, here we go. Finally, second hero coming out. It is the SH. But no lumber for tier 2 buildings for a long time. This is the harassment from the early game. Foggy here with a very nice early game strat. Just throwing a wrench into the plans of Lin.
Here comes the totem, but that means that the raiders are going to be delayed, that the Ensnare is going to be delayed, and therefore a lot more map control for Foggy in the middle of tier 2.
I'd love to know Foggy's tech. I could imagine that it started by now.
Yes,
there it is. Should be around halfway done.
Upgrade is coming. So at the stage of tier 2, you get the Alchemist, of course, and on Last Refuge, there's 2 big consumables at the shops in the middle. And with the Entangle Acid Bomb combination, you can get them with ease. Usually, Orcs could contest this with Hex and Ensnare, but since Ensnare is not even remotely close, I don't see Lin interfering in this plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Once the Alchemist comes, along with like 6 hunts on the field, Foggy's going to be so strong. Because again, it takes a while for the Orc to have that powerful 50 supply army with the upgrades, with the hero levels. I'm really liking Foggy's position here in this game.
Yep, I agree. Close to level 3 on the Keeper of the Grove as well. Blade Master only level 1 and a bit. Has a staff, though, so he can escape the next entangle. There is level 3. And the question is, Treants 2 or Entangle 2? Usually Foggy goes for a lot of Treants, but Neutron told him, man, do you know how good Entangle is? Use it! Use the spell on level 2. We'll see.
Blade Master looking for some cancellations here. This is a little bit dangerous. He might die here, perhaps.
That depends on how many entangles he has.
Where's the? Oh, that was a bad owl. Yep. Shouldn't have put it in the corner.
Maybe he expected Lin to do a sidestep and try to trick him.
Oh, but anyways, this cancellation is not going to be happening. And Lin's distracting here with his Blade Master. He wants to buy time for his SH. He needs to level up his second hero. But now he really could be dead. Is there no dust? I guess not.
Acid bomb? No.
Late with the Entangle again. This could have just been the kill. Lasts quite a while, but okay. Blade Master, whew, getting away with a black eye there. Something has to be going his way, of course. This early game was not good for Lin in the slightest. Of course, he saw Foggy moving across, so now he has to retreat. He cannot hope to win any kind of engagement just yet.
Alright, this is what I was talking about. Stealing the big consumable away from Lin is more important. Blade Master is not close. Alchemist picks it up. Oh boy. Scroll of the Beast. Ah, there are 2 walkers already. Dispel should be there. But if you get the Scroll of the Beast and Glaive Throwers, have fun.
They're just gonna move into the main with this? Oh, that's actually so smart. I don't know how well aware Foggy is of the timings, but Disenchant I don't think is there yet. So this could be absolutely crazy amounts of DPS coming from the scroll.
Focus only on the Blade Master with the Acid Bomb, not hitting any units.
Only level 1 Blade. It's not even like he's a threat at this stage in the game.
Not even crit. Shadowhunter level 2.5. But
yeah, this is
neither
fine.
is, yeah, the Serpent Wards are not really scary. The heal wave is not too much. Foggy is mining from 2 gold mines. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Glaive Throwers soon.
And Foggy could just be standing here for the next 2 minutes and just get towards 70 supply. It's okay. If you can just contain him here, keep him from creeping, this is good enough. But he will retreat instead.
Yeah, it just feels wrong to do nothing.
Sometimes that's the play. Peon up here. Ah, it's going to get rid of the owl. That's pretty cool. Boop. Chucking at the tree for once is enough to get rid of the Sentinel.
Foggy still contains him. It's exactly... Yeah. It's once again about the shops, I guess. Lin would have to use Windwalk, but I mean, there are a lot of owls, and here we go. Vorpal Blades upgrades, and the damage of Foggy's army intensifies by a lot. Yep. 2 upgrades already done as well.
And he can lay siege to this base very soon, safely from distance. And a Blade Master can, of course, bypass the front line, but it's not like he is free to do whatever he wants against Entangle. And especially not like he can kill those too quickly with only being level 1. I guess he's going to get level 2 here. Another Scroll of Healing. Alchemist finding the Greater Invul. That's also very nice. Level 2 for... He used the Scroll of the Beast for creeping.
Maybe he thinks there's too much Dispel. But then he can sell it, right? But he has enough gold. So speeding up creeping makes a little bit of sense.
I think that was just a misclick. Maybe he wanted to pop a clarity or something. There's no way that's the most efficient way of using that item.
But you know it helps.
Mana stone here, that's pretty nice for the Alchemist. Sometimes he will be suffering from low mana, and Lin is setting up a position here to assault the expansion soon. With the shop coming up, cripping up the red camp here as well. He needs 2 big items here, I feel. And this is not even a really good one with a Medallion of Courage.
That's a little bit more intelligence for the Shadow Hunter. It's a little bit more mana, that's nice, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mantle. Strength doesn't matter. Very unlikely to matter anyways. Yeah, Lin, in deep, deep trouble. You guys have probably realized this by now. Yeah, it's only a Huntress army, and I know what I said in game number 1. That Orc Tier 2 is really good against Huntresses, but it has to be backed up by good heroes. That is not the case, and this time it is a big, big army.
The inventory for Foggy is so sick, man. So many consumables. Ring +2. Blade Master has 1 heal scroll, 1 invul. Still a few heal wards. The shop is up, though. That's a big help in the fight, but Foggy has 10 supply more. Lin very early breaking upkeep.
Yeah.
And with this position, the Glaive Thrower should be super protected, right?
Yeah, should absolutely be the case.
Nice Acid Bomb cancelling the Clarity.
Creeping that camp, by the way, also a big deal now. Foggy has the Merc support at his disposal and can go crazy with those mercenaries if he wants to. Oh, nice, the Entangle. Plus Glaive Thrower combo.
Yeah, he saves the unit, but uses a lot of mana for that one unit.
Glaive Throwers have crazy damage now. 2-0 upgrades. And the Vorpal Blades, obviously. Speed Scroll, here we go. Only kind of hitting half the army, though. And the Walkers have to go into Ethereal form very quickly. Blade Master's trying to take out those Glaive Throwers, not being able to do that too quickly, though. Alchemist going into Chemical Raid from the first Walker is dead already. Nothing seems to be dying really on Foggy's side. Blade Master has to be careful. Into the Windwalk he goes, and with that he survives, but so much splash damage. And
the damage is surreal. It's absolutely surreal. The heal scroll helps for a little bit, but the Vorpal Blades are piercing through these grunts. Poor, poor greenskins. Lin has to retreat. There's no way then to retreat. Heal scroll used for Foggy as well. He's now taking care about the Serpent Wards as well, so even the Hunters are very healthy.
And the front line is slowly disappearing from Foggy. Nice Scroll of Healing coming in right there. That one was super value. The Blade Master in trouble, does have the invul. Everything is so hurt for Lin. This Scroll of this Heal Ward in the back is very effective, but what about the SH? He's not going to be making it away. And Foggy equalizes.
So much for Lin not breaking a sweat. Foggy is back, as one-sided as game 1 was, as one-sided was Last Refuge. Foggy's pick, and he plays that card very, very well. Looks like he's awake now. Looks like he's in shape, and looks like he has a solution to Lin's early Blade Master harass. But in that last fight, there was a very important moment, I think, because the Orc units, Grunts and Blade Master, were about to break through to the Glaive Throwers, because a lot of Hunters were up in the north, next to the trees on the left. But in the very right moment, Foggy pulled them back, protected the Glaive Throwers again, so Lin couldn't reach with all his melee army, and then they destroyed this unit composition.
Yeah, I think in that game Foggy was so far ahead, even if all the Glaive Throwers die, I think he's fine. He's got the Merc Camp in the back, he's got mass production, he's got a shop right there. He was so far ahead. What impressed me most was just at the opening. He's like, huh, I think I know what you're gonna play. That was a pretty good opening by you in game number 1. Guess what? I got the hard counter against you. And that makes so much sense. You just go to his base, you summon Treants in his main, because guess what? He doesn't have Grunts. He's got a level 1 Blade Master. That is all that he has. And with the attention on his side of the map for so long, you can again go for your favorite tactic. And that is the fast expansion. Foggy loves his fast expos. And there he was able to play it again. The win condition, oftentimes, as we like to call it. And yeah, it was just too many hunts, too many upgrades, too many scrolls. Lin didn't stand a chance there anymore.
Wow, isn't it cool that the deciding game of Group A for the group stage win is going full distance? One map decides who comes out on top, who gets the better seed, who will dodge the winners of Group B, C, and D. It's a showdown between Lin and Foggy. Do you know the map? Nope. Too bad this overlay broke, unfortunately.
I wonder if it's going to swing the other way again. Lin with a superior opening game 1, Foggy with a superior one game 2. Now, cards kind of on the table. We know about each other's strengths. and weaknesses. So maybe now we're going back to a safe approach where we don't have any weaknesses to be exploited.
It is Lin's map choice though, so he must feel very, very confident there.
I think it was Amazonia, right? But
Amazonia was banned.
No, Amazonia was banned, that's right. Concealed Hill, there we go. One of our 2 new ones. It's gonna be a pretty predictable Ancient of War start. This is a new map. I'm talking about openings a lot today and yesterday. Here, they may not have been figured out just yet perfectly, because this map is still new. It's been on ladder rotation for a while, but it's not as well developed and all the secrets discovered as all our other maps, which have been in the pool for such a long time. Here we go. Our 3rd map to decide the 1st place. The only player so far with a 5-0 perfect record, if you want to exclude a couple of map losses here and there. Leno Foggy. It's gonna be, yeah, Group A. That was the group of death. These 2 players, Tier 1 players for certain, and of course also TH. He was our reigning champion, our back-to-back champion. The last 2 GCSs went the humans' way, but here he was eliminated. The competition a little too strong, especially these 2. Lin and Foggy deservedly making it through, and one of the some of the best contenders here to make it all the way to the final and to the title.
Absolutely. Foggy, by the way, has won his group at least 3 times in a row in the past GCS tournaments. Only in fall of 2016 he was struggling as he had to defeat Joshishi in the lower bracket final of Group C, but in summer 2017, winter 2017 and summer 2018 he always won his group, and the streak could stay up. By the way, these players have met quite a bit this year. In the October race, in the semi-final, Lin was able to take out Foggy. In general, Lin's track record against Foggy is tremendous. 7-2 in series. He won in the W League as well, 2-0. The Automats Cup, they met each other in the grand final and in the group stage. Both matches went to Lin. It was extremely close. Foggy was only able to take out Lin in the Color Cup, and that was the first tournament this year that Lin did not win, and it was Foggy's fault, to say the least. So Lin has a 2-0 streak at the moment, so we'll see if that continues, or Foggy's group stage win streak stays alive.
So Lin taking a lesson from the last game. He's no longer going to skip the barracks, aware of the fact of how dangerous that can be to do. He finds the ring to start with, that's not what he wanted. And this is kind of like Echo Isles, I think, for the night. If you take the first creep camp and then with the Archer and the Treants, you go to the green camp next, and that's going to be level 2 whilst you're moving across the map. If that's the case, which I think it is, this is a pretty good map to, early game-wise, for the Night Elf. Because he's going to get his level 2, his level advantage, and it's going to force the Blade Master to stay passive. Keeper once again super aggressive, going for the burrows instead of the peons. Going to keep the orcs stuck on only 1 grunt for a long time. But this doesn't seem to quite be working out. The green camp being taken on the other side of the map. So he's not going to get level 2. He was kind of close, but not enough. And he doesn't get the second burrow either. Okay, new set of treants, that's going to be enough.
There was the last set though, so he has to evacuate rather soon, but he needs the damage. Second tree and is about to fall, but the damage is still enough, and Lin, same as Chimiko, right? The burrows are kind of his weakness, but what a block. Can he hold it? No. Oh my god. Windwalk maybe, speed scroll. Oh hell yeah, level 2 helps him a little bit. He must anticipate this. Oh, there's the backstab. Speed scroll is still on. Sound portal out.
Did he creep there with only the 1 archer? He must have been kiting with that against the turtle. Nice play.
Great multitasking by Foggy. That was very stressful.
Exactly. And yeah, only 1 grunt now for such a long time. And again, the expansion behind this early expo, that is what Foggy loves. And makes so much sense with his opening as well, right? Because you know it's only 1 grunt and 1 Blade Master. If he comes your way, you just keep the grunt and tangle locked. And the blade by himself probably isn't going to have the damage to kill your Tree of Life.
No, not at all. But he has the grunts.
Yeah, oh, top experience.
Okay.
That is a very, very welcome gift.
2.25, that helps for sure. It's really interesting how different these openings are compared like map 1 compared to map 2 compared to map 3. I feel like the first map was the slap in the face that Foggy needed to wake up. But okay, Blade Master harass continues. That carried him to victory in map 1.
Oh, I love the owl already on top. It's gonna see the Blade Master going into Windwalk. Oh, that's such a nice touch.
There's a lot of mana for Entangle as well, so you can disable the damage, and Lin sees, alright, that makes no sense at all to attack this.
Yeah, way too late. And the second grunt is probably only gonna be finishing around now.
Yeah.
So, what can he really do about this Expo? Hoping for the second Tome of Experience here. He needs something to go his way. And this turtle... Oh, there it is! The crab, excuse me. Blesses him with plus 200 experience. And that is a big deal.
Oh, that's so helpful. He gets level 3, level 2 Windwalk. Expanded duration on the Windwalk. That means he can cover more of the map in the same time with more speed and more duration. Certainly a little gift for Lin. But Foggy got the Expo up, walking over now.
Can the Blade Master do something here? Or is he already too late? It seems like he's too late. Only the big boy is left.
Another null. Oh, he's not level 3 yet. He needs one more.
1 tree and kill would be the level up. He's not gonna get the big Overseer. That's level 3 instead for Foggy here, who found some amazing items, by the way. Bonus damage and bonus intelligence. Also equating bonus damage.
Second Engine of War is up, and something we didn't mention yet is that the European Night Elf play is completely different from Chinese and Korean Night Elf play. We don't see these Huntress Glaive Throwers plays from Colorful, Lorelei, and Chishi. This is a Europe special.
Is he dead? After the next entangle, he could just staff out. Okay. Sorry, I was getting a little worried there.
It's okay. I wasn't done with my point. You don't need to comment on that. It's fine.
Yeah, especially MGs really don't seem to have found their way into Europe too much just yet.
Europe wants damage, whether China and Korea go for the tankiness. Oh, here's the next entangle.
I think he's out of owls though, right? Oh, he's got the dust!
Oh, and another entangle coming! This could be the end of Lin. He's trying to staff out. Is the damage enough? No!
20 HP. Alright, guys. Hold on to your hats.
Limping away, this Blade Master is.
Peon Scout here, out on the map. Interesting. Is he fearing an attack into his main? That would be pretty surprising to me.
Nice use of Shadow Melt to get rid of the aggro of the creeps, to not lose any unnecessary HP. What is Lin trying to do with this Blade Master now? He's super low on mana. He's also low on health. He doesn't have enough damage. There is this lockdown from the Keeper.
And look at this tiny camp. The Esl is taking a green camp right now. That doesn't seem like the one he's supposed to be taking. He needs to get to level 3 ASAP. The Blade Master is fortunately there already, thanks to those Tomes of Experience from earlier. And he's actually moving into the main with these Huntresses.
And the second hero should be the Alchemist. Everything else would surprise me a lot.
He's gonna get a Moonwell here for his troubles, but he's not gonna get into the base. There is a wall off here, of course.
Staff is on cooldown as well for the Blade Master. Can't go back, and the shop is gone. Once again, Treant's coming in. This is level 2 Entangle. He's catching the Shadow Hunter, dealing nice damage to him. Repositioning of the Huntress to get into that fight. Blade Master still far away. And Lin's Burrows, man, they suffer so hard today.
And that's such a big deal. Lin needs to push this Expo very soon, but how to push without being able to produce? Perfect Super timing. Supply stuck right now at 41. Any kill that Foggy finds here now is not going to be replaced for quite a while. But is he actually supposed to take this fight full on? This is perhaps an overextension. The Keeper is surrounded.
Does he have a Tampole? He's trying to get out. The Treants have to move. There is no TP. Foggy is losing his first hero to a backstab. That was a little careless. Can he get the revenge kill on the Shadow Hunter? There is damage ticking from the Acid Bomb. But yeah, you called it. Overextension.
He's still trying to fight this. He could get away with everything but one Huntress.
Keeper is back.
But he's staying in here. He brought him back, but no mana. Oh, Foggy, why?
Mistakes. Quite a few mistakes here. Too sure. But he has the expansion. He can reproduce. And Lin is still supply stuck. Look at this. He has 1 lumber. And apparently is not mining. Or gathering.
Did he lose all the peons? No, he's got some left.
But he needs
that burrows
so much lumber.
Wow, if he hadn't gotten those burrows, this game would now be in Lin's hand, I'd say. But, as it is...
Yeah, Lin needs more lumber for the next burrow, and then he can start production to get up to 50. Foggy is mining from 2 gold mines. Foggy is getting ready for the glaive throwers. There is a huge push coming.
But that was a lot of feeding for the Orc heroes. Blade Master suddenly almost level 4, albeit with a very weak inventory, but still. Level 3 SH. And with that hero build, Heal Wave and Serpent Board, every single level up for the SH matters a lot. Alchemist stuck on level 1 still. Got very little done. He got the experience from the burrows, yes, but it's not that much. Wand of Illusion, that's pretty nice. Can cause some confusion here in the big battles to come. Really need some invulns. Okay, he got the invul.
And a protection scroll this time, and 2 heal scrolls. Big investment. Does he want to end this game without glaive throwers? No, right? Makes no sense, really.
These Orc hero levels, dude, they're getting high up there. And there's no accounting for 5-5 Orc heroes. 5-5 Orc heroes can chew through a lot of hunts.
He's at 4-3 already. Unfortunately, we don't know what this item is, but we will see it in a bit. Foggy now with a red spot as well. Lin is going in for the scout to see what's going on in that base. Oh no. Going to the shop. He needs items as well. And he has a lot of gold, of course.
He would love to steal this away now from Foggy for so that it's not available to the Night Elf, but Foggy this time, maybe that's why he went for them earlier, to just not get them stolen, you know. To ensure they will be going his way. Oh, Scourge Bone Chimes!
Okay.
And Foggy's hasn't been producing. He had 600 gold and wasn't producing. Is this the big mistake, the downfall of Foggy?
He's not getting the dragon. He wants to wait for the dragon, obviously. Chemical Rage being used. But this is a lot of damage. He can't finish the dragon. He has to fight now. Or, okay, Lin forcing the town portal. Acid Bomb Entangle, maybe? No, not nearly enough damage. Okay, Lin is back.
There was 1 Moonwell and 1 shop. Maybe with Pillage, it was some more resources as well.
And the TP? Okay, TP on both sides, of course. And he denied the big item on the left.
But it's still more time for the expo. Foggy is supply stuck, though, at the moment.
Now it's finished.
Yeah, now he can produce. And he really should produce, if you ask me. Oh, Blade Master coming in for the backstab. Could he find a cheeky little kill? There's an invul, so no. But he gets the big boy! And he gets the item. That's a greater healing. Oh, my God. This Blade Master usage, absolutely perfect.
The Keeper is a little bit in trouble as well. Oh, okay. Blade Master stabs onto him now. More items for Foggy. Ah, he's breaking upkeep now, finally.
Finally something for the Blade. Gets the Boots of Quel'Thalas, that's very nice.
Only Huntress still. No glaive throwers in this army at all.
Yeah, no mercenaries either on this map. So Lin with a supply lead right now. It's not all here yet. A lot of it is in production. But Lin, how did he suddenly fight his way back into this?
Nice dispel against the protection scroll. Only half of the army is protected with the +2. And so the Serpent Wards are doing, again, a marvelous job against this Huntress. And speaking of damage, it's absolutely lacking for Foggy. Yes, he doesn't have the Moonblade upgrade, but it just tickles the Orcs for now.
He was just too late into upkeep. He didn't get a big enough army, and Lin seems to be winning this fight at the expansion. The Blade Master in trouble, though he has the greater healing still, so that should save him for a long time, and the hunts are falling bit by bit. And Foggy on the brink. He's against the ropes right here. He needs to get this hero kill, perhaps. He's trying with the wisps around, but that is not gonna happen, or is it? No, he's fighting his way out of there. Blade Master is strong enough. Everything is dropping lower in HP, but the SH still has some mana left for some more healing wisp. Detonating now to the back line.
5 Blade Master. So much damage from him. Raiders are about to fall. Here's the next kill.
Oh my God.
Foggy at 37. It's 20 supply difference when the Entangle has to do the drop. Whoa! Ooh. Alchemist limping away, but the rest of the army is down. The Keeper is next on the table, I guess. If the Ensnares are flying, here we go. There's no rescue except this invul, but oh, actually, it dodges this around.
Wow, Lin again, fighting his way back into this game. He was so unbelievably supply stuck. Should have lost this, but it seems to be his now for the taking. Almost 20 supply ahead, with a tech advantage, with a level advantage.
Also 700 gold, and he went to the shop, invested 500 of that into new items, gets more healing. A shop would be great for him. The heroes are healthy again for Foggy. They have to rescue him. It must be... Wow. Did he just dodge the acid bomb and get the kill? Holy shit, Lin wins the group 5-0, stays undefeated. Lin first, Foggy second. Woo, what a series.
That was a back and forth, though, between the two, not only in maps, but also in situations in game. Both players playing really well. but there were a few mistakes in there.
Yeah.
That game was supposed to be Foggy's. Hopefully he's going to be able to take a lesson from this. Maybe play more carefully, look out better for your hero positioning. Maybe play it safer with a TP, because that hero loss, that keeper loss, that's where everything started to get out of control.
Exactly. And of course then missing the timing for the production, 1,000 gold. Had the moon well, didn't go up to 60, and Lin had the time to recover from that horrendous early.
Yep.
That push was so hardcore, but Foggy didn't capitalize and was a little bit too sure maybe that he has this huge advantage, was too greedy, not going into upkeep, getting like double income without taxes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Was too greedy.
We see that a lot from players expanding early expo or late expo, whatever it might be, that just, you know, you feel that greed. I don't want to go into upkeep yet. I want to get all those gold coins. We can buy a couple more items, right? We can wait a little bit longer, and suddenly you're stuck on 50 and fall behind.
Items were really important in this series. Usually it was the case like who has the items wins the fight. It was this, the case on Terranas, was the same on the second map. On the third map though, it changed a little because Foggy didn't have the power, and especially not the damage.
Yeah.
Glaive, there wasn't a single glaive thrower in this game. That hurt.
Yeah, wasn't in a position to go for that defensive setup, which was so nice on LR for those glaives, where he had that big advantage. And again, the point remains, hunts against strong Orc heroes backed up by a good tier 2 army. It's not where you want to be. You want to get ahead. You want to have higher supply. You want to have a better early game. And it looked like he had a great early game, had a great mid game with those Burrow cancels. But Lin finds the one weakness, kills the keeper, turns the game around from there.
Basically a repetition of the game of Chimiko against Lin, where he killed the Alchemist and then the game was his again.
Yeah, kind of. Hero kills, man. That's such a big deal in Warcraft. And Orcs, one of the best at that with Ensnare and Hex.
Especially Lin.
And the Blade.
Best Orc in the world finishes first in the group of death. Foggy survives, though. The world champion TH is out alongside Chimiko and WFC. 4 players eliminated, 2 in the quarterfinals. Our next game is going to be the decision in Group B. We have Fly versus Sock. Colorful is already qualified. Lucifer is out. Danger as well. So it is between those two. Whoever wins the next set follows Colorful, Lin and Foggy.
That's pretty cool. Gonna have our decision towards the end of today. Can we? Before this tournament, I think we would have pretty clearly said Fly has to be the favorite here, especially if you look at results. Last GCS, second place for him. That was a big surprise. Nobody saw that coming. The weeks leading up to this maybe a little bit more quiet, but yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be close. And
give it up.
您可以用中文和我们观众说几句话吗？
오래 몇 마디 해주시겠어요?
但是，反正第一名是暗夜精灵，谢谢。
这也学会毒奶了呀！哎呀，不过我们再次感谢一下令，好，依旧是。
这是我们的最后一批士兵了，之后就只能征召农夫了。
战争刚开始的时候，我还以为在为和平而战，但和平遥不可及。
您为了阻止他，已经尽力了，国王陛下。
在洛丹伦，你本来有机会杀了我，甚至结束这场战争。你为什么没动手？
我现在可以。
我没有杀你，是因为我相信你有荣誉感。我说的对吗？你希望更多人受苦吗？部落，
我已经为部落付出了一切，为他流血，为他杀戮。但斯瓦纳斯收毁了他，他迟早会毁掉所有。我想要的不过是从前的那个部落。
Serapha， 你到底为什么没有杀我？
我希望你能阻止他。
办不到。靠我一个。
Oh no. We're too late. These people have all been infected. They may look fine now, but it's just a matter of time before they turn into the undead. This entire city must be purged.
What? How can you even consider that? There's got to be some other way.
Damn it, Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city! Jaina?
I'm sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.
We're too late. This entire city must be purged.
battle be joined. No time, my lord. As you wish.
防守反击，摆大巴，在足球赛场上一直是以弱。